Hang in there, Lady Rhea.
Get her to her room, quickly!
That's a serious injury. It's a miracle that she's even alive right now. I'll do what I can, but...
Goddess, please save Lady Rhea. All we can do now is pray.
Marianne, you're a talented healer.
Remember when this place was taken 5 years ago and a pure white beast appeared on the battlefield? I only caught a glimpse of it, but I didn't understand where it came from. There were rumors that the goddess sent it to protect the monastery. But now I know better. That beast was Rhea.
Ah yes, she tried to save me back then.
Did you know Rhea's true identity?
Maybe a little.
I once showed you a picture of a creature known as the Immaculate One. Sothis confiscated it, saying it must have been one of Tomas's personal possessions. The beast that appeared back then looked just like it. So Rhea is the Immaculate One. The book said that it was a servant of the goddess, but wouldn't it make sense if beasts like that are actually children of the goddess? Rhea is in a grim state right now. It's possible she may not make it.
The bad guy we just beat did call us beasts. Way back when. Perhaps that's what he's talking about.
But we have things we must ask her about. Once things calm down a little, let's go and see Rhea. Together. The truth can't be delayed any longer.
That's right. Oh, right. No. I just realized that means I mess up my recordings. Oh well, it's fine.
Part 2. Verdant Wind. Verdant Rain Moon. Fódlan's New Dawn.
Just means the last couple minutes or so should have been tacked on to the end of the previous recording. It's fine.
With the destruction of Shambhala, the ambitions of those who slither in the dark are forever shattered. However, Rhea has suffered grievous injuries in the process. Yet, certain mysteries remain unsolved, so Claude and the others approach Rhea, who is now confined to her room due to her wounds.
It's fine.
I am happy to see you two.
Sorry to interrupt your rest. But there are some things that we absolutely must ask you.
It seems I do not have much time left. I do not intend to hide anything any longer.
All right, great. Let's get some
Rhea,
answers.
I have to ask. You're the Immaculate One, aren't you? If what I'm thinking is correct, that's what the children of the goddess is referring to. In other words, you...
I am the last child of the progenitor god. A long time ago, the progenitor god came from somewhere far away and descended upon this continent. She changed her form to resemble that of a human and gave her own blood to birth her children. The progenitor god and her children shared knowledge and skills with the people of the land. Together, they built a prosperous civilization. But the humans turned their backs on the teachings of the progenitor god and engaged in senseless wars. Eventually, people began to think of themselves as gods and challenged the progenitor god herself to battle. The land was scorched in the war that ensued, and the majority of humans were annihilated. I believe that those who slither in the dark are the descendants of those who retreated beneath the ground during that time.
So they'd been waiting all that time for their chance at revenge.
It took the progenitor god an astonishing amount of time to revive the ravaged world. But eventually, the continent found peace again, and the progenitor god having fulfilled her duty, fell into a long slumber in the Holy Tomb. The children who stayed behind built a settlement in Xanadu to protect the Holy Tomb as they quietly lived out their lives. But then, Nemesis appeared, bringing tragedy along with him. Even now, I cannot forget the sight of that massive canyon painted red with blood.
This is probably why they call Xanadu the Red Canyon. Since it's not actually red.
I was never able to forgive those who proudly wielded weapons crafted from the corpses of my brethren. I was the only survivor of Xanadu, and all I could do was wander across Fódlan, clinging to my desperate desire for revenge. I called myself Seiros, fostered the founding of the Empire, and prepared to oppose Nemesis and his followers.
Unbelievable.
I put Xanadu behind me to gather the remaining children who were scattered across Fódlan. Finally, we killed Nemesis on the Tailteen Plains, and I took back the Sword of the Creator.
Let me get this straight. Saint Seiros is you? You're kidding me, right?
Professor, Claude, there's something you need to hear right away.
If you have something to report, do so at once. There is no need to let my presence worry you.
As you wish. We're receiving a constant stream of express messengers from cities to the east. They claim that an unidentified military force is attacking, and that there have already been a large number of casualties.
What?
That's not ideal.
The reports indicate that the cities and towns along the East Gronder thoroughfare in the Old Rim territory have already been destroyed. Some villages were razed completely, leaving no survivors.
Damn it! Did they come from Shambhala? Could it be that there were some remnants of that wicked group hiding there?
I have a report. The unidentified military force has crossed the Great Bridge of Murden.
That was
Alliance
fast.
forces met them in battle, but it seems they have already broken through.
They've already made it so far. Is Count Gloucester unharmed?
The Count is fine, but apparently my brother joined with reinforcements and was gravely injured.
Do you mean to tell me they easily got past a general as skilled as Holst?
They say the enemy general has a weapon that resembles the Sword of the Creator. Even my brother was powerless to stop him.
Oh boy, not the Sword of the Creator. That's mine.
Not possible.
The
Can't
enemy
have
forces
that.
are flying a banner bearing the crest of flames as they continue their march west along the Aramid River.
That's my banner.
We believe they're marching toward Garreg Mach. We are preparing to meet them in battle.
What a bunch of jerks.
A weapon that resembles the Sword of the Creator. And banner bearing the crest of flames.
They're
There is
copying me.
only one explanation. The one leading the enemy force is Nemesis himself.
Nemesis? That Nemesis? Do you really think the ancient king of liberation has been brought back to life?
Perhaps the seal was broken when Shambhala fell.
Oh,
An
see, there's your
incredible
problem.
power that we children cannot hope to match dwells within the blood of the progenitor god.
Can't just rely on
Nemesis
seals?
obtained that blood, so it would not surprise me if that were the case.
The blood of the progenitor god. That's right. He did take the remains from the holy tomb, didn't he?
From the blood of the progenitor god, Sothis, he acquired the crest of flames. From her bones and heart, he crafted the Sword of the Creator.
The sword of the creator is made from her bones and heart?
The heart of Sothis is the crest stone that was placed in the Sword of the Creator. The same is true of the crests of the 10 elites and the other crest stones. They were born of the blood and hearts of the progenitor god's children.
Oh,
Those who slither in the dark created them, stole them. Sothis never gifted that power to the humans.
The crests of the 10 elites, the crest stones, and the heroes' relics. I can't believe those who slither in the dark made them all.
oh.
And after that, Nemesis used the Sword of the Creator to massacre all of the progenitor god's children in Xanadu. In other words, the citizens of Xanadu were killed by weapons made from the remains of their brethren. How atrocious.
Well,
But I don't get it. The sword of the creator that Teach wields doesn't have a crest stone. So how is Teach able to wield its full power?
The crest stone of the progenitor god dwells within your professor.
well, that part I
After I
already knew.
battled with Nemesis as Saint Seiros, I reclaimed the heart of Sothis. I wanted to use that heart to resurrect her, even though I had to do some questionable things to achieve that goal. I wished to see Sothis, my mother, once more. Yes, I believed that if I could resurrect my mother, I could regain all that had been lost.
So, that's the truth of it.
I suspected that your body housed the consciousness of Sothis. Those suspicions were correct. And yet, she merely gave you her power and vanished. My dearest wish did not come true. But you did inherit the power of the progenitor god. Now, you must use that power to defeat Nemesis once and for all. Fódlan's blood-stained history must end.
I guess we're not gonna like tell Rhea that we had been talking to Sothis for pretty much all that time until we inherited her power. Just gonna conveniently leave that out, I suppose. All right, well, let's go see what everyone has to say.
How's this? I try not to think about what would happen if Lady Rhea were harmed. I can't bear the thought of it. I'm not sure why the Fell King Nemesis picked right now to come back to life. But it makes me angry, that's for sure. Let's kick him back down into the dirt where he belongs.
I probably got woken up by all the explosions going on around his head. No one's that heavy a sleeper, you know?
Ghosts rising up from the ancient ruins. No matter how hard we push back, they don't stop coming. They're persistent. I'll give them that.
Alright, another sword tournament? Really? Did it. I barely won the last one. I don't need to prove myself. Let's play counselor. One person. Give everyone the guidance they need, and it's Hanneman. I don't know, Morphus? City of Illusion? No? Sorry, Hanneman. I don't know what you were looking for.
Well, just when we thought we made it to the end, another enemy approaches. Can we be sure this battle is the last one?
It's like the third last battle we've had. So this is it, I
you're
think.
Right. Just a little further to the end. Come on, Professor.
That's
We
why
have
we're
to win.
That's why we're pressing on. Ignat's studying it up in the library, I guess. What do you got? Say for yourself.
Let's see. I got the gist of it from Claude. Those who slither in the dark. They seem to be descended from humans who were forced deep underground after the goddess defeated them. They were trying to
What I
wipe out
heard.
the goddess and her followers in hopes of taking back the surface. That's why they called themselves saviors. To their mind, they were.
Yeah, I guess the other thing worth pointing out, if you'd ever noticed how all of the heroes' relics looked pretty bone-like, well, it's because they're made of bones. Go figure.
Shambhala. An underground city with an entirely different lineage than the goddess? Strange phenomena, driven by a source totally alien to the crest that we understand. Most unsettling. Could it be magic? Some manner of technology? I would like to know the truth of it all. Very much so. I want to know their history, their knowledge. Why do you suppose they chose this place to occupy?
Good answer.
I intend to carry out multiple excavations around the city. There is so much to learn. Yet, first we face battle with a king who has defied time. Yes, the excavations can wait, I think.
All right, I'm glad you're reasonable, Hanneman. In these unreasonable times.
So we're defending Fódlan's future, huh? Kinda makes my mercenary ambitions feel pretty small.
So I'll think about my promise to Captain Gerald to protect you instead. That'll be my reason to fight.
All right, thank you.
If I can get you through this in one piece, that's just as good as defending Fódlan's future, isn't it?
That's true.
Just hope he's watching.
Hold on, where are you? Up here. Okay, what do you have to say, Hilda?
My big brother challenged Nemesis. He knew he couldn't win. He just did it so that his friends could escape. He emerged from the battle with a terrible injury. It's a miracle he didn't die.
Good old Hilda's older brother, sir, not appearing in this game. So noble. Oh, I'm glad he made it.
Me too. Dying to save someone else seems to defeat the purpose. I wouldn't do it. He's alive, and in spite of myself, I'm really proud of him.
That's right. She's said something like that before in her supports.
Lady Rhea. I hear some super strong and evil fellas are after Lady Rhea. She just barely made it back to Garreg Mach. And then this has to go and happen? I'll protect Lady Rhea as best I can. And you're gonna do the same thing, aren't you, Professor?
Sure am.
I know you will. Cut him down, Professor. Get every last one of those guys.
Well, you better believe I will, Cyril.
Life can be tough, you know. But if you've got your friends to help you through, it can be a lot easier. Maybe you butt heads sometimes, but that's okay. That's how you build bonds, right? And I've got friends, Professor, plenty of those. It's true love that seems to have passed me by.
Are you trying to drop a hint, Manuela? Oh, there's still hope.
Where is my true love to be found? Where is my ray of hope? At this point, you're the only man who pays attention to me. I guess I'll have to take what I can get.
That's, I'm just gonna let that stand without any further remark. Thanks, Manuela.
It seems that there are some Shambhala loyalists in Nemesis's forces. As long as they're around, we can expect them to continue with their cruel experiments.
Let's wipe them out.
Yes, we have to. It's the only way to ensure nobody else will go through what I went through. We must obliterate them in the next battle. It's the only recompense for Edelgard's death.
Alright, I can get behind this. Sothis and Judith, what do you have to say?
I have to tell you, did you hear? Our enemy is Nemesis. Unbelievable. It sounds crazy, but there's no laughing it off. We must make our move before they reach the monastery.
Sounds good.
We thought we'd taken down the mastermind of this war, and then the Fell King Nemesis shows up. Well, no matter what evil creatures we have to face, this old soul will keep defending Garreg Mach. Not only Garreg Mach, though. Also Lady Rhea. Also, you. I think Gerald would be saying the same kind of thing if he were here right now.
You know, it is interesting that this final battle with Nemesis is coming up in the Golden Deer story, and not with the church-aligned story, given how deep the history runs between Nemesis and the church.
Before the monastery was completed, there was a massive battle on the Tailteen Plains. In that battle, the warrior Seiros defeated the fell king Nemesis and reclaimed the bones and heart of Sothis. Those make up the divine sword that you wield and the crest that you bear. Now, Rhea, Seiros, lies helpless. The only one who can defeat this so-called King of Liberation is the inheritor of divine power.
Well,
You
that's what
have
I'm here
our
for.
full and unwavering support. Only you can do this. Please, save this world.
Got it, my dude.
Please keep quiet. Rhea is sleeping right now. She does not appear to be very well. I beg of you, please do everything you can to prevent an assault from Nemesis.
Who else is up here? Claude is hanging out in the old classroom, I see.
Hey, Teach! What a magnificent tale. It's enough to make your head spin. Rhea's real identity is Saint Seiros, and the one who attacked us was Nemesis, the King of Liberation. On top of that, you've got the heart of the goddess in you. My flabber is completely gasted right now. But now isn't the time for standing around in disbelief. Nemesis has made it this far for a reason. If we aren't victorious, that's it for Fódlan's new dawn. The world will be forever shrouded in darkness. This is the final battle. Finally. My friend, please give it your all out there.
Claude's flabber is completely gasted. Alright, game. I'll let that one go. I'll accept it. I'll condone it.
Hey, Professor. Have you heard from Claude? He says he's gonna throw a feast if we win the next battle. Enough food to clean out the stores.
That sounds great.
So I'm super motivated to win. I'm gonna train every muscle I got. I'm coming for you, Nemesis. I'm coming for you, Feast.
I love Raphael. I think I'm gonna want some dexterity, speed, and defense for this upcoming battle. It'd be cool if I could stack the benefits. I don't think you can, though. But if you can, I'm gonna give it a shot. Oh, it's done for the day. Alright, fair. Is there anyone else left to talk to? Lawrence? Is it just Lawrence? I guess it's just Lawrence. Alright.
Professor!
A sudden invasion from Nemesis has plunged the Alliance territories into complete disarray. Against such overwhelming strength, my father and his forces had no choice but to retreat.
Glad he survived.
It was certainly prudent for him to avoid a fruitless death, but as things stand, he will not leave much of an impression on history. So, that falls to me. I will do all that I can for the future of Fódlan and the glory of House Gloucester.
Still manages to be a little self-centered. I guess while I'm here, I'll stock up on materials.
What do you require?
Freshen up my battalions.
Farewell.
Hey there.
forge up any fun weapons. Hey, I can actually do that. Forge up the Zoltan weapons. My god, 20 might is... Well, that's pretty mighty. Lance of Zoltan. Did I buy root steel? Don't remember.
Hey, welcome.
Not from here.
Come again.
Hello there.
No, I can only buy smithing stones. Sure.
I think this one.
Black sand steel. I'll buy 20 of those.
I thank you. Return soon, please.
You have arcane crystals. Okay, so I cannot buy. Cannot buy root steel.
Hey there.
All right. What else can I forge up? Sure.
Is this it? There you go.
That's a tough call. Well, it's actually not. I want to save that steel.
Is this it? There you go.
If I had any other way to get it, then I absolutely would. But for now,
there you go.
I'm gonna forge up everyone's weapons. Whatever they've got in their inventory.
Is this it? There you go.
Why not? Actually, I think that's all of them.
Is this it? There you go.
And I guess I just have to choose between whether I want a super good sword, a super good bow, super good axe. Well, let's see. That axe is pretty good, so I can rule out the axe. Sword. The only person besides the professor that can use the sword is Ignatz himself. He doesn't need that. He's already got a pretty solid sword right there. He's more of an archer anyway. So I think I've already solved my problem. I'm gonna get myself a really good bow.
Is this it? There you go. Come back anytime.
And I'm actually going to give that to Leonie. Perfect. How do I still have supports? Sedith and Flame have support. We're not going to be doing that. Sorry, Sedith and Flame. Yeah, I guess that's all the prep I need to do. That's it for this month.